That's what you get when you volunteer. Sometimes people take you up on it. Hello.
You're live.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Buffalo Pinball Summer Open 2017 here in Buffalo, New York. My name is Kevin Manny. Joining me in the booth are Fred Cochran and Andrew Pancoast. Welcome, guys.
Good day, sir.
So we're starting out in the middle of the first game of the playoffs here. 24 competitors have advanced to the playoffs here. Top 8 get a bye. We're gonna switch over. We're gonna focus in on Batman 66 first. This is the premium edition of Batman 66. And here are some of the keys of the game. Andrew, why don't you talk us through what you need to do to really focus in on Batman 66?
Well, some of the main scoring occurs during multi-ball. And the only way to get multi-ball is to be in a villain mode. And if you are to start the mode, you have the options to shoot the left loop for the Riddler. You have the main house of the rotating turntable for the Joker. Or not Joker, Joker. The right scoop is for Penguin, and the 2 ramps are for Catwoman. So you complete those a couple times, and then the turntable turns around and gives you the bat phone, and it starts ringing at you. You hit the bat phone, you start the mode. Once you're in that, you hit one of the stand-ups next to the spinner, which lights the lock on the right loop. And 3 locks get you multi-ball. Pretty much strategy, wash, rinse, repeat. Start a villain, get multi-ball. Also, working your multiplier is huge in this game. I saw somebody yesterday during qualifying with 74 times bonus, worth over 500 million points, just for bonus collect. So
I'd say that's probably large.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I played this day 1 qualifying. I never played it before ever, and I got a shot for 330 million, and I had no idea how I did it. So that narrows it down. That helped me out a little bit. What you just described there.
Yeah, the points certainly. Since they've updated the code, the points have certainly changed. That right there was just a 72 million point jackpot. He's got double scoring running. Not entirely sure how to start that. You see on the right scoop we have super jackpot lit. That may be a mode collect. It may also be the completion of the villain.
Yeah, that's how I got my big payday on super jackpot, 102 million. It just fell into the scoop, and I saw 330 come up on the screen, and I couldn't believe it. Catwoman was 175 million just to capture her.
Scoop's a whole nother.
So this is player 4, Fred Richardson.
And then the other competitors, David Taylor is player 1. Player 2 is Sanjay Shah, John Del Zoppo, player 3, and the aforementioned Fred Richardson, player 4. Not sure where Fred's from anymore. He's been moving around. He was in Chicago. He was in Minneapolis. I think he might still be in Minnesota.
It says Minneapolis. If you can read the small text on the screen, it's Minneapolis.
My glasses are on, too. I didn't notice that. But real good guy, solid player. Played with him in finals in Chicago last year at Expos. So.
All right, so right there you see he shot the scoop. He's got one more. They told him on the screen he's got one more shot into the scoop to light Penguin.
Okay.
He has, I believe that was the second one in there. So now the bat phone's lit, which is the bright red flashy thing.
And he went for the live shot on the scoop to try to start the crane, but bricked it and left out lane. But he's got a pretty comfortable lead going into ball 3. He's got 411. The one thing I found out about this game is the comfortable lead I just mentioned doesn't last long whenever you start getting those multipliers up there.
Yeah.
The video footage I was mentioning to you offline before this, the video footage for this game just brings back memories of watching the show. Such a campy and great show.
Call-outs are just amazing. Unfortunately, we're not close enough to hear them, but when they start multi-ball, he yells, the Penguin yells, or Joker yells, "Let's get him, Pengy!"
Did they show the footage of them fighting too?
Yes.
Yeah, because I never really look up at the DMD.
It's gone.
No ball save
Yeah,
either.
tough with no ball save.
Yeah.
Picks up a danger, yeah. Out it goes.
Yeah, I like I said, I played this yesterday or on Friday for the first time. Hadn't played the 66 version and absolutely loved it.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And there was some question of how the code was at the beginning, of course, but as normal, they rectified that issue, and the game's a fantastic player.
There's also a mini wizard mode. Once you complete all 4 villains the first time around, the Batman icon in the center lights up, and if you shoot the left loop and get it all the way to the back scoop, it starts a bat signal challenge.
Oh, okay. And that's the mini wizard mode.
We're going to a quick replay here
Okay.
of the post.
Replay. All right, we're gonna go to a instant replay on that drain out. Here it is. You're gonna see it here at the bottom of your screen.
Yep, that was all too common.
Boom.
That is the ominous arc. Arc of death, as I like to call it.
And there goes that ball.
And that went right down the middle. Wow. Yeah, the last 2 balls for Sanjay and David Taylor did not treat them well. So got John Del Zoppo stepping up. He's from Ohio. Solid player, top 50 player. I'm not sure. He might even be top 25 at this point. But he's got a lot of wood to chop here. So hopefully he can make up some ground.
I'm not seeing it on our.
So right now he's in Riddler mode, and he has the right loop lit for his mode locks, or his ball locks. The one other thing to mention, the skill shots on the right side of the screen, you'll see that there are 3 arrows lit. You want to plunge that when all 3 arrows are lit, and if you can barely see it at the top, lights all 3 bat signals. It'll light the corresponding bat signal to it, and if you put it in the flashing one, you get a skill shot, and it's worth 5x bonus.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was wondering what they did with the super skill shot from the original Stern Batman to this one, as I know that the skill shots for the multipliers on the Joker and the other from the other Batman were off the skill shot holding the left flipper. And
Yeah, I haven't tested the super skill afterwards because the 5x bonus is just too valuable.
John just burned both of his tilt warnings, so he's gonna be playing with fingertips the rest of the time here. Yeah, he finally found his shot there.
First lock.
It seemed like the orbit was a little bit easier to hit on this one as opposed to the original Batman, which was, for me, insanely difficult.
Yeah.
Ramp.
Loop.
Combo. Nope.
There it is.
There it is. Nice.
Jump change at the moment. It's got a long way to go.
A little pass over replay on the cam there. Tipped it over with the flipper.
Oh, nice drop catch. There it is. Third lock multi-ball.
And there he goes.
Let him have it, Pingy.
There's Joker.
Shall we, Robin?
Adam West.
Let's Batman.
Andrew with the sound calls. And a Biff Kapow. Jackpots are a little bit lower in value than I would think they would be, but I'm sure they get much, much bigger.
Yeah, that's one thing I think they've tamed down a bit in the recent code.
They put it into Star Wars.
Yeah, they threw it into Star Wars. Multiplier City.
I saw your 11 billion point game last night.
That was 12.5.
Oh, my fault. I walked away when it was 11.5 or something like that. So.
Humble brag right there.
Oh, no, he just wanted to correct me. I would do the same thing, so that's fine.
And
That's
also,
totally fine.
during multi-ball, if you shoot the TV targets, it will light the left loop to go to the scoop to get an out-of-ball.
Where are the TV targets at, Kevin?
Over here.
TV targets on the right side.
All right.
And then followed by a shot up the left loop into the scoop in the top.
Fantastic.
There we go.
There's another Kapow for 650,000. John with the Elwyn pose there.
And also, if you spell gadget, oh, there it goes. If you spell gadget, going for a little replay on the multi-ball.
What do you get for gadget?
Gadget will actually give you a. Yep, there's the Elwyn pose. Oh,
Nice trap up.
flipper skills.
Boom.
The gadget will light your action button, and it will actually give you another jackpot.
There it is. Look at that
That
separation.
was a nice little tip over for the Elwyn. Maybe the Elwyn for the win. I just sent oof for 10 million. That was pretty cool.
So he's at a 12x bonus, which is that's not nothing to shake your head at, but Combos are very lucrative. Gadget cash-ins are very lucrative in bonus.
So since there's no Alfred on the right side there, what is the Add-a-Ball? Is it the Mystery Award that gives you the Add-a-Ball?
Yes, it's the completion of the TV to light the Mystery Award.
Okay. So it's kind of the Alfred shot from the previous game.
Yeah.
He's going to try to pop it over to the right.
Turn into a snowman.
Oh, he did it up and
Nice.
over. Nice. That was a nice up and over. Well executed. And he lost his other one, so now he's going to go back. Oh, nice save. He's got two warnings already. So again, he's aware of that because he could have just as well tried to make that save.
There's his cash in on Riddler mode for 20 million.
20 million, and the Joker or the Riddler was captured for 40.
Yeah, the super jackpot basically gives you an extra complete doubles what you put into the mode. So start Catwoman, like we were saying, you take and suit the left and right ramps. There he goes. He's in Penguin. He hit the bat phone. Back into the mode.
And we got the crane going.
Crane's in the way of the stand-up.
Uh-oh. I was going to say, I saw that bounce. Danger Will Robinson. But yeah, that bounce is all too familiar to a lot of us.
That 300,000 on bonus for that gadget. 50 million in bonus. Not going to be
bad.
enough to take the first game.
And we're going to have Fred Richardson coming up here
With a
player
plunge.
4, ball 3.
Free plunge.
It's always good to have those. It's
Yeah.
always, walk up, plunge it, be done.
Boom.
Nick Lane is going to... Nick Lane's going to plunge off for Fred. I would have walked over and plunged it off myself. But that's just me.
Oh, and a free mystery award. 5 million.
No playing,
Skill
Nick.
shot. Yeah. Look at that. Racking up those points.
That's always funny when
And
you
the
want to try to
back.
plunge a ball off and then you want it to drain. It just keeps on racking up points.
Yeah, all the free points.
It'll hit the slings or something and then go back up into the pops and it's chaos.
Almost as bad as Metallica when you try and plunge your extra ball and you accidentally plunge it into the scoop.
Oh, crank it up.
Start cranking it up. Whoops.
Start crank it up. So game one goes to Fred Richardson. Papa scoring 4-2-1-0. Fred with a 4. John with a 2. And player 3 Sanjay would be third player.
There's
With
still
1 point.
2 other games in play here. We have Dialed In is still in progress, and X-Files as well. I saw them doing a little tech work on X-Files.
Yeah, it's had problems all weekend. Ball's getting stuck in scoops and
There's only one shot that you need to shoot.
Shoot the filing cabinet,
Shoot the
right?
filing cabinet. And then when you're done shooting the filing cabinet, shoot the filing cabinet even more.
yes.
I watched one of our competitors shoot it about 30 times in a row. Started multi-ball 4 times and got like 15 million in 10 minutes just shooting nothing but the filing cabinet and the left ramp.
There you go.
And the inner ramp.
And the difference between modes, choosing your X-File person. The difference between Mulder and Scully.
Mulder gives you 2 less hits to the filing cabinet, I understand.
I do believe that's correct.
Yeah, somebody told me. I had never played it before, but
And
yeah.
Scully lights you more opportunities to complete the X multi-ball.
okay.
I believe it lights the 2X in the in lane, and when you get through the in lane, it lights one of the other shots for one of those completions.
Yeah, I had no time on that game at all. Dialed In, it's sitting in front of us. I have gotten my time in, but X-Files was new to me. Again, we are at the Buffalo Summer Pinball Open. My name is Fred Cochran. To my right, Andrew Panacost. Hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yep.
And Kevin Manny,
Hello.
to my right, over on the Telestrator and the Yankees hat.
That's me.
And 115 competitors. Well, actually, it was 118 competitors this year. Improvement over 30 from last year, I believe.
Yeah.
So congrats to you guys on the success.
Yeah, it's been quite an adventure. We were thrilled to become a Papa Circuit Major this year. We tried to kind of make some improvements based on player feedback. That's why we got the game set up a little differently. We added the pre-tournament because people wanted more pinball, so we added more pinball the day before. And so we're going to get into, on Thursday night, we did a little roundtable discussion with a few of the players here. We're going to cut away to that. It's about how pinball has really grown in Buffalo, specifically here at Pocketeer Billiards. think we're having a little technical difficulty with the audio here. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. There's Gene. Came all the way from San Francisco. Back to us.
Hey, guys. We'll get that figured out.
Handsome gentleman. We'll get that figured out, and we'll get that definitely on there. But they had a round. Jeff Teolis did a roundtable discussion with, who was it, Steve Bowden.
Gene X Wong. It was Barry Gluckstein, the owner of Pocketeer, and our own Summer Galarno. She's our Buffalo Pinball spokesperson and recruiter.
I think he's giving us the thumbs up, Mr. Primo.
We're going to give it another go.
We're going to hear Jeff Teolis.
It's great to be back in Buffalo and so many fantastic players for the Buffalo Pinball Summer Open. Thank you, Summer, Gene, Barry, and Steven. It's easy for you to get here. You're right in the Buffalo area. Barry, you own the place here at Pocketeer Billiards. You've got to represent upstate New York. So, Gene, you've come the furthest distance from California. You were here last year, a great event, and now you're back again.
Yeah, pretty excited. It's nice to be back. It's kind of humid here, so I get to experience extra, weather options that we don't get in San Francisco. So.
And a lot of people from the New York City area and even Jersey. Stephen Bowden's here, and again, a great tournament, and glad to see you back.
Well, I'm definitely glad to be back here. I mean, this was the pre-event, and we had 50 people at this tournament with no problem, with, I believe, a wait list of who knows how many that tried to get in. I know some people tried to get in this morning, hoping to sneak peek at a preview action of this tournament that's going to be really wild tomorrow.
And it's a lot different than it was last year. We'll get to that in a second with Barry. But Summer, I remember when you first started playing just under 2 years ago, a member of Buffalo Pinball, and now a very good player. And even our own Kevin Manny, you kind of have a little rivalry with him. But you've done very, very well in a short time.
Yeah, I think competing with Buffalo Pinball guys and gals, I'm trying to increase the number slowly. Has really helped push me, and they sponsor so many amazing events that it's easy to come out and play a ton, and Barry's got an incredible collection here, so it makes it easy to get a little better each day.
Barry, your collection has grown a little bit. In fact, 4 years ago, Pocketeer Billiards started with one game, the new Star Trek Stern game at the time, and you had a lot of people come out just to play that game. Once the word got out, Pocketeer's got a pinball machine.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely. Actually, Dave Fix came out and told a whole bunch of people about it, and as I was setting it up, all these people showed up. I didn't even know they knew it was coming, and it was just, from there, it just exploded.
It's a huge facility here with a lot of pool tables, which really just dominated this entire Pocketeer Billiards. That's not the case now, as you'll see throughout this entire broadcast. Over 60 games here, and all the latest games. Gene, it must be something incredible for you, who travels all over North America and sees all kinds of different tournaments, to see the best and the brand new games right here at Pocketeer.
Yeah, I actually played his Alien for the first time. I hadn't seen an Alien before at all, except online, so that was pretty exciting to play that. And then we've got Dialed In. There's like all the new stuff is here. The Star Wars. There's both Star Wars. It's the first time I played the LE, so it's been pretty cool. And like last year there was 30 something maybe, or
Yeah, I think there was a little over 35 maybe,
Yeah.
and we added a whole island and a wall.
Yeah, it's great. It seems like you've displaced some of the pool tables, which is great for us pinball
Yeah, we
guys.
took out 6 pool tables.
Okay, nice. Yeah, and they're all in good shape, and they play nice and fast. Most of
Yes.
them. So some of them are a little not as fast, which is good because I was getting punished on some of those earlier. So.
You punished me on Aliens.
Yeah, great information and great job by Jeff. So, Kevin, you can probably tell me a little bit about the humble beginnings of Pocketeer. How many games were here originally, and I'll just let you tell me the story.
Sure, yeah. Back when we started coming here, there was one game. It was the Sopranos, and it was in pretty rough shape. Probably didn't get a lot of play from people who knew how it was supposed to really work, right? But then they got a brand new in-box Star Wars pinball, or not Star Wars, Star Trek. It was the Star Trek Stern. And we heard about it. We had kind of assembled a small group of folks in Buffalo who were into pinball, and we're like, it was like the first new in-box game we had in the area. So we're like, let's all go out and support this game and, show them that there's demand for pinball in the area, and hopefully they'll get a couple more. And we came out in force of what we had at the time, and we just kept coming out and he kept adding new machines, and now he's up to almost 60 pinball machines here at Pocketeer.
That's a short period of time, and that's impressive because the collection here has all the A titles from last few years, and then going back to the classics. So yeah, it's an impressive collection for sure.
So we're going to cut to X-Files. Why don't we talk a little bit about the keys to the game?
Well, it looks like the truth is out there somewhere. I think that's the eternal question. It's just somewhere. I'm not really sure where to find it. It might be in a Sega, but I'm not sure. File it. It's basically file cabinet all day, and then when you're done shooting the filing cabinet, shoot it some more. And what is that? Sigi?
I have been told that is, according to Joe from Toronto. How do you say his last name? Cervino.
Yeah.
Apparently, that is the mode for the points.
Okay, because nobody played the modes. They just shot the filing cabinet.
Which was probably the typical way to go in a tournament setting like this.
But that's where the points are.
And I believe he said Scully was a easier way to play your multi-ball.
Yeah, they said that Scully, was it Mulder? Well, Mulder was the one that takes away 2 hits to the filing cabinet, or off the top. Yeah. So just keep on shooting the filing cabinet and hope you live.
And I think that Syzygy mode is there's a shot to the left ramp, and then if you hit the left ramp, I think every shot for the next 15 seconds is worth 400,000 points.
Okay.
I'm Mystery Man over and out. I'm like Gelman on the Kelly Show, the morning show, right? Who is that guy?
Gelman. So we got DJ. DJ Ryle is on X-Men or X-Files. I said X-Men. That was terrible.
I bet he wishes he was on X-Men.
Yeah, DJ Ryle is on X-Men, X-Files. I did it again.
Jackpot.
But there was some question as to what the best way to hit the ramp was. It was backhand on one day, and then it was with the right flipper the rest of the time. So hit the ramp twice, and then shoot the inner ramp for the super jackpot. And he just backhanded it. That's a great shot.
Backhand for the single jackpot, right ramp for the double jackpot.
And jailbreak, kind of.
And then the filing cabinet for the super.
Is there a grace period on that?
There is no grace period.
I didn't think so.
Once your time is done, it's done.
So those 3 shots that are on the telestrator that were just on the screen are pretty much what I saw everybody shoot at this week. Was those 3 shots.
You see on the right side the FBI letters. That's the ramp you shoot to pop up that little trapdoor in front of it, and then it shoot it in the scoop and start a mode.
And then the mode, that's the Syzygy. That's the mode that was suggested. That's the money points.
That's where the points are, I guess. Yeah.
If you're lucky enough to get that.
If you're lucky.
When
the truth is being discovered.
When I play this game, it's filing cabinet all day.
Yeah.
What do we got for the truth?
Oh, we got a 4-ball multi-ball. Is that?
That's the truth.
So what's
X multi-ball.
So yeah, I was gonna say I'm unfamiliar with this game. I've never even seen one actually. So you guys can better tell me how to, some of the nuances of the game as we go, if there are.
Flashing, shoot it.
That goes back to my starting days of pinball.
Yep.
Pinball pro tips. We always like to throw a few unusual tournament games in our banks. So the X-Files was one of those. Dominoes was another one of those. Unfortunately, it didn't hold up.
There you go. Complete it. Message solved.
Boom.
Uh-oh. Deny everything.
Everything.
So endurance in your work can be very forthcoming, but in the end, deny everything.
DJ is playing on X-Files.
That's David.
So now it's telling him to shoot the file cabinet. I'm not sure what happens after this.
Yeah, you can.
On my screen.
Pop-up pinball. YouTube.com/pop-up pinball.
It's my fault.
Little magnet in front of the filing cabinet. Oh, down the alley. There it goes into the filing cabinet. Got 250,000, and now he's back to square one.
So what's he doing?
He's
just doing the filing cabinet, pretty much.
Looks like his
sure.
FBI modes are ready.
X, but there it goes, bouncing out the outlane.
I was looking up. I saw the displays. I was like, when did they start a 6-player game? But of course, that's just the compiled scores. So it looks like player 3 will be Steve. Saw him on the round table short time ago.
Player 3, ball 3.
Definitely a dominant presence on the East Coast. Fantastic player, fantastic guy. Real approachable. If you ever see him out in the public, talk to him about pinball. He will do that.
Yeah, he's a great ambassador for the game. Check out his website, funwithbonus.com. He posts every day. Great pinball content.
Yeah.
This ball's ready. Filing cabinet, filing cabinet.
At some point, he's going to be on the unless he wins or makes it to the Final Four, he'll be on the broadcast because he's always willing to step in and help out wherever is necessary. And his broadcast skills are just as good as his pinball playing skills.
Looks like he's trying to time out a hurry-up mode here.
Looks like somebody's pushing on a wall.
Shoot the ramp.
It's a funny-looking alien.
He wants that one right there.
He's doing his push-ups for the day.
Vertically.
That's the ramp that's been giving people problems here, right?
Yes.
All weekend.
Yeah, it was not working. Then somebody was saying it was working well, and then timing it out is not giving me any indication that it's working well right now.
No.
We saw David earlier with the left arm jackpot.
Yeah, he was owning that,
He hit 2 good
letting it
ones.
right up the flipper a little bit and using it on the backhand.
All right, Steve's got the cabinet lit. Tight shot.
It was a tight shot, most definitely. But he nails
There
it.
he
Nails
goes.
it. Off we go.
So 2 separate jackpots up the left ramp, followed by a right ramp for double jackpot. And if you do that in a certain timer, it will light the filing cabinet for a super jackpot. Jackpots start at 500,000. That loop is deadly.
But he came out of that pretty much unscathed.
Yeah, had a lot of feeds. Inner loop to drain, especially from the left side.
Yeah, I saw that happen a few times. Like I said, I played it once, and that was enough for me.
Nope,
Oh.
no tip.
A little bit of a flipper gap there, but there is the post there. The post has not been removed, but the rubber has been.
All right, we're going to see a replay on that.
We got one. There's the second one.
Traps up.
Ugh.
Oh, the little up and over.
And
And then right
this is
to
where
the
they
left.
settle in.
Yep.
Beautiful
Little Ellen.
ball control right there.
And as you'll see, Steve will stop the play if he misses a shot. If he gets control of the ball again, he'll stop it. Generally,
go.
well, he live
Got the
shot that
ramp.
right up the
That's
ramp. That was
one.
perfect.
It's 1 jackpot.
And then he'll get ball in control. Take a
Nice.
second. Take a breath. Measure a shot again. This is something I failed to do. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
probably would have shot that on the fly. That's why these guys are in the top 24.
yeah,
So that's why they're still playing and we're over here.
yeah, but he'll always take a few seconds in between shots and pick the best possible for what he was trying to do. So.
Oh,
Tried to do a little cradle separation in a tip over, and unfortunately went down the
danger.
middle on him.
cradle up, let it settle.
And start wailing away on the filing cabinet again.
9 cabinet hits.
Yeah, right at the center of the playfield. That's not dangerous.
Back to work.
Wow.
Yep.
It's 1.
Bash toy right in the middle of the playfield.
That's 2.
Not a bad return, but if you miss on the return, or if you miss it on the flipper coming back off there, that's when you get into trouble like he is right now.
Trouble loop.
Came running a pretty decent amount of speed, though. It was it barely made it around, so he
Yeah, the right side of the loop seems to be a lot better than the left. The left tended to shoot the ball straight down the drain.
he survived.
That's crazy.
Nice little dead bounce over to the right flipper for backhand to the filing cabinet. Now on the fly. 6 more to go.
Nice.
4. Ball to the flipper. Steve has almost caught up to DJ.
Ooh.
Nice. Survives that dangerous loop.
Yep.
He likes to keep. He's just putting it through there. He doesn't care. No fear whatsoever from Steve. He just
He's
he's
now caught David.
backhand center ramp.
Nice. Nice trap up on the fly.
I think he'll probably take a couple extra seconds on this one because he was a little out of control there for a minute or two. So I think he's just kind of getting his bearings back.
Calm himself for some more filing cabinet. 4 to go for that. 3 X shots for the truth. I don't think he's worried about the truth.
3 more to go on the filing cabinet.
Slings are pretty sensitive there. I like that, the way it's set up. Makes you play the game.
Nice catch. That's one of the flipper skills that I need to work on is catching a ball.
Yeah, it might help you. Slightly.
2.
2 more.
And it's
Grabs one on the fly.
There it is.
Under control. Multi-ball's ready. Guess what he has to do?
File it.
Shoot the filing cabinet.
He's going
Right
to
there.
file it.
Would it happen to be under the X drawer?
Boom.
Be it
Ha.
the B. The ball. Once again, right ramp or left ramp.
Left ramp.
Backhanded it.
Into the loop. Oh, goodness.
See what he decides to do here. Last time he tried a cradle slip rate, it ended badly. Partly, one of the balls went down. So let's see if he can.
Off the target.
There you go, right down.
Nice.
Look at that,
Oh.
And down the drain.
and down the
Thought it
drain.
was.
Yeah, you missed the You missed the shot, and that's the thing. Missing the shot puts you in a little bit of a pickle.
This game is definitely a grind. It's a very long, grindy game. Not much instant reward.
12 more hits to the filing cabinet. Makes me think they go through filing cabinets at the X-Files.
Nine to go.
Oh, center post. There goes the shot down the middle finally. Got the 230 Molder bonus. 70 for Scully.
It's a solid bonus. Just shy of 8 million.
Player forward, Jack Tadman.
Yeah, let's go back and see a quick replay on the end of that ball.
And of course, there are no rubbers on the center post.
Oh, no. Here comes that replay.
Here comes the replay. Looks like he shot. And see you later. That was pretty flush.
Here it comes again. Ball on the flipper. Shoot the filing cabinet. And then...
Oh, nice little cutaway
What a
there.
great
I
little
like
cutaway,
that.
yeah.
There it goes. All right, Jack's over here. He's got
was
his
hot.
second one done.
Yeah, he's already in multi-ball here.
He's got his double jackpot lit on the right ramp. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Back to square one. Try again later.
Oh, that's
goodness.
awful. Oh, there goes that short shot.
4 million to go to catch Steve.
So this is Jack Tadman from Winnipeg. We have quite a good turnout from our friends in Canada. We're not too far away from Toronto, and they got a big scene up there, so we're really happy to have everybody come down and be a part of our event.
How far is it to Toronto from here? About 20, 25 minutes?
No, it's about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. That's not 20, 25 minutes.
It is not.
I know the border is.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get over to the
Yes.
bridge.
Yeah, Toronto's a little ways around the lake.
Okay. I've only been up there once, so got to get up there again.
I wonder what he's going to do here. Is he going to bash the filing cap? Oh,
And
Oh,
that's
pays the price.
that was an instant replay from what Steve did. Same exact shot. Right flipper, center shot, boom.
looks really inviting.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up on X-Files. This is the Buffalo Pinball Summer Open 2017, a Papa Circuit Major. Players here are playing for points on the Papa Circuit and also for cash prizes and trophies. Top player is going to take home $900. Second place, $560. Third place, $360, and on down all the way. So the top 20 will be in the money of some sort. We've been playing for This is the third day of this tournament. We also had a fourth day with the pre-Summer Open 3 Strikes tournament run by our friend Steve Daniels. And it's been a great 3 days.
It was a big tournament.
Have you been to Buffalo before, Andrew?
I was last year in Buffalo. Let's take a look at the first round so far.
Yeah.
We've still got 1 game in progress. They're putting in points for. Looks like Fred won round 1 of Demo Man. They're playing game 2 on Demo Man. Fred won the first game. It was over on Batman. Tim over in Group 2. Steve Bowden took X-Files on Group 3. And Ed appears to have taken Game 1 on, I'm not sure. We're playing Dialed In. They're playing Dialed In?
I think they played Dialed In on the first game, yeah.
Yeah, that was Tim's group, right? And played Dialed In?
Oh, no. Yeah, it was Tim's group played Dialed In.
Sure.
I guess it was Demo Man.
No, we're gonna go to Demo Man.
Demo Man. But yeah, I haven't been to Buffalo before. Recently, I was up here about 10 years ago for a bowling tournament. But since then, I haven't been up and take the end of my summer, go back to teaching on Thursday. And
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking some time out coming to Buffalo. Why don't we
Blast.
talk about some of the keys to the game for Demolition Man?
Big jackpots. Lots of ramp shooting. Lots and lots of ramp shooting.
So this is one of those games where if you keep hitting those ramps, it's a super flow game. You can just keep going all day, basically.
absolutely.
And then modes to the right.
The claw, the right ramp, right? You need to hit that.
Well, I think the claw's disabled, right?
Right, but it's the
Claw's
claw
disabled.
shot.
Yeah, but it's a claw
Claw's
shot, right.
disabled, Yeah.
And then scooping for the points. Get that that orbit and then shoot it into the scoop. Get the computer and continue to get your progression through the computer.
Not to mention the secret jackpots.
Oh,
Yeah.
using the handles, absolutely. Some people love to use them. And look at Fred right now. He's not using them.
So yeah, the handles will add value to your combos as well. So there's additional benefit using it there. During multi-ball, you can hit the thumb switches on the handles, and it'll award you 1. Yeah, it'll. Yeah, duh.
Yeah, we can
I got
show
the
you that.
production team telling me draw on the screen. Yes, I will do that.
So there let's see. We got the handles that Fred is not using.
It's not a cigar,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Oh yeah, I can.
And on the top of those is
There's
the,
the
little
handles.
button, the little
There's-
2 red trigger buttons.
There's a button right there.
And the other important
and-
thing is the right ramp and this computer, which he just threw it in there for.
That's the mode start shot, the claw, and the computer is up here.
So right now Fred's running ACMAG. You shoot up the center, and you get points. There's also a secret collect on it from the trigger buttons.
And you can wait till you shoot the ACMAG a few times to get a higher value if you choose to.
It's a count up mode. Oh, huge bonus. huge
330
bonus.
million, nice. He's got a 1.9 million point score. Second player, John Del Zappa. John's a friendly guy.
It's from the Cleveland area.
Hey, you see the computer scoop there? It every 10 combos, it lights you for a random award. I believe, I forget what the first one was. Second one I know was Max Freeze's, which is that one that he's on there.
John choosing also not to use the handles. I know if you're not used to playing that way, it kind of throws you off your game a little bit.
My hands are significantly bruised from using the handles. 2
Oh, he
dangers
got
and
a,
a ball
oh,
save.
he tried to make the save. He got a double danger. Fortunately, his ball save was on, so he's back in the mix, but he has no dangers now. So
Left
John's gonna
loop
play
is
accurate.
your multi-ball start shot.
And he's got all of his freezes, so he gets that. He's going to have a big multi-ball.
Museum multi-ball. The first one, Fortress multi-ball, is either 2 or 3 depending on how many balls you have locked. You shoot the center shot, the computer scoop, the left ramp followed by the right ramp for the super jackpot. Museum jackpot, just pretty much shoot everything. There you go.
There you go. Just what he wanted.
That's a tough
A
shot,
little
too, man.
cinematic,
Yeah,
Very tough.
It's tight.
But he made it happen.
7 jackpots left. You hear guys yelling, "Oh!" in the background.
Great jackpot callouts.
Yeah, definitely the old Sylvester Stallone yelling in any movie.
A little ball trapped onto the flipper.
Oh yeah. Right
That's a
there.
skill trap. He can keep that there. He can skill trap, but and he's gonna if he's playing the right, I was gonna say you'd have to play with his fingertips to do the skill flips. But in a multi-ball, it's hard to not depress that flipper button all
Got
the
a
way
ramp
down.
reject there on the left ramp, went about halfway up and came back down.
There
There
it
you
goes.
go.
30 million there, 33 million there, 33 million there.
He's making some
Two
headway.
shots left. He's got the inner loop and he's got the right ramp. What would you want to call that ramp?
Inner middle,
The inner middle
upper
center ramp.
mediary, something ramp. He cashed in his secret right there.
You get to one secret cash in per multi-ball. And a half ramp, which actually this week was pretty reasonable on
Not too bad.
returns.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's death.
Light the freeze, and there it goes. Quick freeze, a claw.
When you can get on those ramps and start just dialing those ramps, it's such a great feeling.
And the combo values are actually pretty decent. Next computer award, double retina scan. Just free points.
Oh, who doesn't want free points in pinball? A nice little passover. Oh, missed the top shot.
5 million for laser million targets. So you see the bars counting up. It starts at 6, going up to 13.5. Once it gets there, it's done.
Another combo.
Now would be a good time to get his secret out of the way. Oh,
Oh, he's just going to combo them like the wow. He's getting lots of power in lanes there. Uh-oh. That ramp usually kills me.
yeah, they were both actually reasonably good feeds on half ramps this week.
Nice recover by John.
And once you've collected the claw, to light the next attempt at collecting it, you have to complete the upper inlanes that spell MTL.
Those are
Yeah, if you
okay.
watch some way he's flipping too, he's like that ramp reject. He was confident enough that he drop catched it, and then took a nice shot. So he's playing with confidence. When you see somebody doing that with a a reject,
tough
yeah.
target. Solid ball, 26 combos, no trigger combos. Makes me sad. Free extra bonus.
Almost 1.1 billion.
It's got to be happy with that. Not quite enough to take over player one, though.
So that'll guarantee Fred at least a point, which getting points is always a good thing whenever you're playing 4-2-1 scoring.
So it looks like they're working on Ghostbusters a little bit, so that might delay us here on Demo Man. After this game, we're going to the stream will drop for a little bit. We're going to try and get it going on both the Buffalo Pinball Twitch channel and the YouTube channel here for Papa TV.
I don't know if in the meantime if we want to cut over to Batman for a game. Get to see a little bit more this time.
Yeah, it's a lot better to see Batman than it is to see us.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch us.
No. No, not at all. That's CJ, right? He's a local, right? Is that CJ?
It is CJ.
Is that right?
It is CJ. I
Okay.
don't believe he's
Super
local.
jackpot for 22
I thought maybe he
million.
was. I saw him wearing a Buffalo Sabres jersey the other day. So
Maybe he's just getting in the spirit.
my
just
assumption
started
that
that.
he was from Buffalo. But I'm wearing an Edmonton hat, and I'm not from Edmonton, so
And I am not from New York City.
So right now the blue flashing arrows.
Oh,
Oh, goodness. The blue flashing arrows were part of bat turn. If you hit the spinner enough times, it starts bat turn, and then each shot's worth some serious points. And once you complete all of them, they're worth, like we said, he just cashed in for 22 million.
There you go. CJ's from Brooklyn, so
okay. So and he's got his Buff Sabres jersey on there, so that's
yep, it confirms
Gotta
But
represent
that's
everything we
awesome.
talked about.
Yeah. So Steve leading this group with 4 points. He's stepping up now. DJ Ryle from Pittsburgh, 2 points. Jack Tabman from Winnipeg, and the aforementioned CJ, not from Buffalo.
So he's got the arrows scrolling up on the right side.
So when you do the super skill and you hit the shot that is lit, what does that give you? Does that multiply that shot, or
That's
does
a
it give you
good
something
question.
else?
With the recent code, I have not, I've not done the super skill yet, so that's something that will have to be tested,
Okay.
field tested.
Is that a hold down the flipper and plunge kind of skill shot, or how do you do that?
Yep.
Yeah, because the original Stern Batman, you would the lights that Andrew was mentioning earlier on the right side on the plunger lane.
Oh, that's gone.
Bad break for Steve there. Were Joker and all the other villains in the original Batman, and you would time it by holding the left flipper in, and when you plunge it, you get a super skill shot that would multiply that particular shot. So you could almost theoretically get 5 times value on those shots for jackpots. So it was a really big thing in the original Batman. Chat room sometimes helps out too. So
Yeah,
we can always avail ourselves of the chat room.
We can put our hive mind together and figure it out.
Yeah.
So this is going to be David Ryle stepping up. Player 2, ball 2.
It looks like Demo Man's back up and running. We're back in progress once Ghostbusters is running.
We're going to jump back to Demo Man so we can finish that game out.
Sanjay's stepping up on ball 3. Needs significant progress.
Professional Amateur Pinball Association. Good folks in Carnegie.
Yeah, big thanks to Papa for coming out and supporting us for this event, bringing all this amazing gear and setting up this top quality broadcast. We're happy to be a part of it.
Well, thank you for having Papa. So Sanjay starts off with a combo. Looks like his multi-ball is lit, and it didn't go in because it was going too slow.
He wants this
Oh, goodness.
left lane right there, and that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, it went up there at a small rate of speed and just didn't decide to go in the scoop.
Yeah, sometimes if you don't get a clean shot, it'll just kind of rattle around and go back into the pops there.
I also had a couple times this week where shoot the center and it comes up to, one danger. You shoot the center and it bounces back into that scoop.
There's Sanjay in the foreground there.
Yeah, Sanjay came up on Friday, I believe.
Goodness.
He flew up here after he left work. I know I saw him on his Facebook page. He was talking about how he was going to have to drive up here fast because he wasn't getting out of work until 6, but he ended up leaving at 9. So he got here in plenty of time to qualify. He, like Steve, is a fixture on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah, you see him at all sorts of tournaments.
Yeah, he's going out to Cal, too, but you see him on all the East Coast shows. Great guy again. Most people in pinball are awesome.
Yeah, the pinball scene is amazing. That's a big part of why I enjoy it. The people are just so great.
All right, we got David Taylor stepping up for ball 3 here. Player 4.
Looks like he's got his modes ready here at the
Guaranteed a point.
the right
Always
ramp.
a good feeling.
There's 2 shots you don't want to shoot. Death.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the feeds actually off of those were pretty good. Surprisingly, they were really good feeds back.
That's good. I had one of these on loan for a while, and anytime you hit that car, it was like game over.
Nice catch.
There you go. Gets into a mode.
All right, so he's in Simon. Shoot a shot. That's how that works.
Got to catch Simon.
And that's...
Oh, that's danger.
Yeah, look kind of bad.
Can't find the ramps.
Oh, goodness.
Sling off the post right down the middle. It was kind of right near that car shot you were talking about.
David Taylor came up from Birmingham, Alabama. All right, let's go to
Let's
a replay.
see a replay on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure David wants to see that one, but bounce.
Fly. Bounce, bounce.
Let's see where it goes. Right here. It should be. Boom, boom.
Oh.
Here it comes.
There it is. Yep. Sling, post.
Maybe not.
Good ball save. Good ball control. We were looking for the drain, but
That's all right though. We're working out the kinks.
it's better to highlight the good stuff.
Yeah.
So
Speaking
it looks
of
like
triggers,
sorry, go ahead.
My hands are significantly bruised from using those triggers this weekend.
Well, mine smell like metal.
Well, that's it.
That's terrible. It's just gross. I had to wash my hands immediately after I'm done playing. It just smells like metal.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. The stream's going to go down for a little bit. We're going to try and bring this up on both the Papa Pinball YouTube channel and the Buffalo Pinball Twitch channel. So hang on there. Stay in the chat. We'll be back. and stay tuned.